After losing 45 pounds on a GLP-1 medication, I'm now in maintenance and I'm figuring it out in real time. So today is a real life look at what I eat in a day as I'm starting maintenance. I'm going to take you through everything I ate today and share my thought process as I go. And at the end, we'll total up my calories and my protein and everything and see whether I'm actually hitting maintenance goals. If you're already in maintenance or getting close to it or wondering what life after weight loss looks like, follow along as I figure all this out. Okay, let's go. If you're new here, hi, I'm Bobby. I've been on a GLP-1 health journey after menopause for about 18 months, and I just started maintenance. I'm not a medical doctor, and I am a therapist, but I'm not your therapist, so none of this is medical or mental health advice. I'm just sharing my experience and what's working for me. So always talk to your own healthcare providers when you're making decisions for yourself. So real quick, my starting weight in January of 2025 was 210.1 pounds, and the last time I weighed myself, which was before vacation a few weeks ago, I was 165. And I'm waiting a couple days after vacation to weigh myself again. I literally just got back. So I don't know what happened. I didn't track or anything the whole time. I was just on vacation. I've been on 10 milligrams of Zepbound for several months. I didn't change my dose once I started maintenance. I'm gonna kind of see what happens and see if I need to adjust my dose depending on, what happens with maintenance. I just started maintenance right before vacation, which was weird timing. It was just how things worked out. Okay, let's start with breakfast. I have a smoothie recipe that I've been using for kind of years, perfecting and adjusting for years. It's the recipe that if you sign up for my email list, you get that smoothie recipe right when you sign up. So I've been eating this for breakfast for a long time. I decided today to up the calories in it by using full-fat Greek yogurt instead of non-fat and by using peanut butter instead of PB2. So it changes the macros, and I'll put up here what the macros are before those changes and after. So right away you can see my foods are not at all dramatically different, and the portion felt the same. I tried to pay attention to if I felt more full after eating this, and I couldn't really tell. I mean, I find this smoothie really filling. So yeah, it was filling. I don't know if it was more filling because of the peanut butter and the fat in the yogurt, but it definitely had extra calories in it. My whole journey, I've found the GLP-1 to be very effective at suppressing my appetite, and my struggle has been trying to eat enough. Already, this feels really different than in the past when I've lost weight and then I've reached a goal and felt kind of relief that, oh, I can eat more. There's no sense that I want to eat more because my appetite is so suppressed. So I'm kind of starting to think now, maybe I will need to adjust my dose to help my appetite increase. But before I do that, I am experimenting with this idea of increasing calories without increasing portion size. So we'll see how it goes. This smoothie filled me up so much that I could have skipped lunch. And I've been setting a timer for months to eat lunch, so I'm going to keep doing that. Let me show you what I ate for lunch today. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I usually eat a salad with some protein in it for lunch, and today's no exception. I am having a salad with some protein in it. I'll link to my salad episode up here because this lunch today definitely follows that formula that I have. I am making sure that this lunch has about 600 calories in it. I made a bed of greens and put some prepped chicken and some prepped grains on it, and then added some fun stuff for flavor and texture. Today I added some hemp seeds and pumpkin seeds and some grapes. And then I put a tahini dressing on it. It totals out at 580 calories, 29 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, 33 grams of fat, and 48 grams of carbohydrates. I'm noticing, looking over this, that it doesn't look that different than salads I've eaten before maintenance, which is giving me a clue. I told you as I'm figuring this out as I go. I thought I was making this really hearty salad, and I was, but 580 calories, That actually would have fit in quite well with my pre-maintenance eating plan. I'm 5'9" and I'm fairly active in my exercise. I've worked with a dietitian and figured out that to lose weight, I should eat between 1,500 and 1,800 calories a day. And so that's what I've been shooting for to lose weight. So now I need to eat more than 1,800 calories a day to maintain my weight. This lunch was really satisfying and healthy, but I'm gonna need to step it up if I'm going to stop losing weight. I was thinking, oh my gosh, there's so many fat grams in this lunch because of the nuts and the seeds and the dressing, but I'm gonna need to figure out a way to up the calories. Maybe an extra ounce of chicken, maybe an extra half serving of fruit chopped up in it. I don't know. I'm gonna figure this out in the weeks to come. It was good though, I enjoyed it. Today I defaulted to an old favorite for a snack. I had an apple with peanut butter. I knew I was going to be doing a workout at the gym and I wanted to get some energy for that. I wasn't super hungry, but dinner was a ways off, and so I did my old favorite. It's nice to come home to this, but again, I'm noticing this is a snack I ate before maintenance, so what am I going to do to change it now that I'm in maintenance? I don't know. Whatever it is, I didn't do it today. If you're enjoying this, please feel free to hit like, subscribe if you want to follow along with me, and share this with someone you think might enjoy it. I also have an email newsletter. I won't flood your inbox with emails. I send a little newsletter about every 2 weeks with updates, behind the scenes stuff, things that didn't fit into episodes or that I didn't want to put out on YouTube. And yeah, I'd love to see you there. Thanks. Okay, so dinner came a little later and I already had chicken at lunch, so I decided to defrost some pre-cooked shrimp for dinner and used prepped grains that I had on hand. Then I used some frozen mixed veggies, so easy. And then kind of melded it all together by using just a jarred sauce, which for me turns just like a bunch of ingredients into a meal. This is a very typical meal for me, and as I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this isn't that different than how I was eating before. So the macros for my dinner came out to 638 calories, 93 grams of carbs, 14 grams of fat, 41 grams of protein, and 14 grams of fiber. It was a big dinner, but I had just burned a bunch of calories wearing a 20-pound backpack at the gym, walking at a steep incline for an hour. So I was ready for it. One thing I'm wondering about changing in maintenance is that on a GLP-1 so far, I have not generally been snacking in the evenings. Once in a while I do if I'm hungry and I feel like it, but oh my gosh, before a GLP-1, snacking in the evening was like my downfall. It was more of like a habit or a boredom thing. Not even being bored, just feeling like it was time to rummage around and find something tasty. And I really lost that over the past year and a half. And now I don't have it back. I don't want to snack, but now I'm kind of wondering if I should, because I need more calories, or if I should figure out how to get my calories in during the day. I'm working this all out in real time, you guys. I think I shouldn't go back to that. It wasn't a good habit for me because it wasn't like I was hungry. It was, like I said, it's just a habit type thing. So I won't not snack if I'm hungry in the evenings, but I don't think I'm going to consciously try to plan an evening snack every night. I think I'm going to look at my meals and kind of reverse engineer what my new normal is going to be. I've been in such a routine that I haven't needed to track every day while losing weight, and I was losing like a couple pounds a month, so it was slow and steady, and I just kind of knew what I needed to eat to keep that going, and I need to find a new normal, right? I don't know why that feels like such a huge revelation. And you know what I need to do is I need to meet with my dietitian. I haven't had a chance yet because I decided to go into maintenance, went on vacation, and just got back. So I need to talk to her. But even before talking to her, I know that there are some things I'm still gonna do, like I'm going to make sure I hit my protein goals. I'm going to eat to fuel my workouts, eat to have enough energy, because I really notice when I skip meals that my energy is really low. I'm going to keep meal prepping because that is what has really helped me to not skip meals. I'm going to keep strength training. I'm definitely staying on the GLP-1 just because of the lack of food noise. And I'm going to keep weighing myself regularly, but I'm not a daily weigher. I'm kind of like weekly. So those are things I know I'm going to keep doing. I just need to figure out where my new set goal of eating is. I think it's not going to look like bigger portions, probably. I think it's going to look like finding substitutions to up calorie goals to keep my weight steady. Before GLP-1s, I had lost weight before, and whenever I would get to goal, I would pretty much go back to how I was eating before because I generally ate pretty healthy. So I would think, oh, okay, I can maintain my weight because I know what to do. But the missing piece back then was that I didn't realize how much food noise I had, and so I would eat more than I really needed to eat. The part where I look at the total calories and macros and see how it looks, I recorded with no sound, so I'm doing it again. My total calories for the day were 1,973 with 206 grams of carbs, 84 grams of fat, 116 grams of protein, and 39 grams of fiber. The total calories are above my weight loss range of calories, so that's good. I'm not sure if it's enough to maintain my weight. Again, I'm kind of testing this and seeing how it goes, and I'm just not ready to make any changes to my medication yet. I'm going to keep up my current strategy of eating a little bit more and seeing if that's enough to keep me in maintenance. My weight loss averaged 2/3 of a pound a week, so that's not a huge calorie deficit that I have to overcome to maintain my weight. So even without any changes in my appetite, I'm cautiously optimistic that I can do it. As far as these macros go, I feel pretty good about them. My main goals are to hit over 100 grams of protein a day and enough fiber. Recommendations for fiber for women are 25 to 35 grams a day. So going a little bit over, what did I get? 39? Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to go too much over because it can cause constipation, but 39 is totally fine. I usually try to stay under 150 grams of carbs a day, but I think I'm going to need to up that with maintenance. I'm not sure. I went pretty high today at 206, but you know what really made it that high is that I ate a cup of cooked farro at dinner, and I'm okay with that. It's so healthy. I think I would have a problem with this if all those carbs were from sugar, but they were from a high fiber whole foods carb. I feel okay about this being my first day back from vacation on maintenance, and at least I ate above my weight loss calories. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you in maintenance? How are you managing it? Do you have any questions for me? Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you next week. Bye.